everyone, it's been a while since I've done a monthly favorites video, so I thought it was maybe time to do a new one. I've got a few things that I've been really liking, so I thought I'd share them with you. Some of them are from like not necessarily just August, but like previous months as well. I don't have a ton of things, so hopefully it won't bore you too much, but I've got a few things here that I wanted to share with you. Let's just get into my favorites. We'll start with beauty, I guess. So some makeup bits I've been loving. I recently switched foundations. I got the e.l.f. I believe this is like it's supposed to like help fight acne, and I just got it because the shade was right, and I was happy with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation, but recently it's just doesn't seem to have enough coverage, so I had to try this one, and this one is like a lot thicker. It has a lot better coverage, and I actually really like it. Like I said, it's thicker, but it doesn't feel like super heavy on my skin. I mean, when I first put it on, it's like kind of sticky, but once you blend it out, it's like you can't even feel it. But I really like it, and it's cheap and cruelty-free. So, e.l.f. foundation, and I use this shade Porcelain. I need to check if they have a lighter shade, because this one's almost a little bit like, not orangey, but almost a little bit too dark for me. So if they had a lighter one, or you know, and then if that one was too light, I can maybe mix the two. Another e.l.f. product I've been really liking is this eye roller ball thing from e.l.f. So it's like this little just metal ball, and it's got some sort of product in it. It's supposed to help with like under eye bags and stuff like that, which I'm not too concerned with, but I thought I might as well give it a try. It was like $3, I think. But the thing I really like about it is it's so like nice. I put it on before I do my makeup in the morning, and it's like just a really like refreshing, nice thing to put under your eyes. I don't know that it's actually making a difference at all, but I just really enjoy using it because it feels really nice. It feels like a little kind of pampering thing. So I really like it because the little metal ball is nice and cool, and when you put it under your eyes, it's nice and refreshing. And for the past couple of months, I kind of got out of the habit of wearing lipstick, which is weird because I love lipstick so much, like especially liquid matte lipsticks. But this month I actually wore this shade a few times, and I really like it. It's kind of a dark-ish red. It's the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick, and this is in the shade Crushed. It's a really nice formula. It stays on the lips well. I'm wearing it right now. It's going to be really good for fall. Like, I'm going to be wearing this a lot in the fall season. And of course, NYX is cruelty-free. I have to give a shout out to Victoria for recommending this. She did a video a few weeks back doing like hair tips, like how to grow out your hair and stuff. I'll leave a link to that video down below because it's great, and I've been using a lot of those tips. But she was talking about this argan oil, and it's OGX, which is cruelty-free, and so it's just this argan oil. I got this at Target. Okay, so I've been using it for like a month and a half, and I haven't used all that much. So what I do with it is after I get out of the shower, I take a little bit, like a little bit in my palm, rub it together in my hands, and then run it through the ends of my hair, and then kind of up a bit. And sometimes I will, actually I have been a lot lately, putting my hair in a French braid and sleeping in it just to protect it. That's one of Victoria's tips. I didn't last night just because I wanted my curls to kind of do their thing. My hair seems to be like loving this. It's been so soft lately, and I just really like it, so I definitely recommend it. Next, let's talk about a couple apps. So I've been recently, like the past few months, really been into Spotify. So previously I would just listen to like my iTunes list or use Pandora, but a lot of my friends use Spotify, and a lot of YouTubers use Spotify, so I've been like looking at their lists and stuff. So I've become a little bit obsessed with Spotify because it's cool because you can make your own playlists out of like any songs, and I found a lot of new songs that I like, and I just really like it. It's really cool. If I can, I will put a link to my profile in the description. So I'm not entirely sure how following people works because I follow a bunch of people, but I never see like their updated playlists and stuff. I don't really understand how it works. Another app that I've been really liking is an app called Clue. And so what it is actually it tracks your monthly cycle. So like here's what it looks like I don't know if you can see that. Or I used it I used it last month, and been using it this month. And basically what it does is you can put in your information. So like today, you can put in, like, if you're bleeding, you can put in any pain, like headaches, cramps, things like that. Put in your mood, how much sleep you got, your energy, if you've taken birth control, kind of your mental state, if you're focused, distracted, calm, stressed, and like motivation and stuff like that. So it doesn't just track your cycle, it tracks everything, like your mood and everything like that. And it's really cool because it tells you, the more information you put in, the more it understands about your cycle. So it can tell you when your period's coming up. It'll tell you, like, okay, 4 days to your next period, or 4 days to your fertile window, or whatever. It's free, and it's just a really handy app, and it just helps you learn more about yourself and your body. And I just think it's a really cool tool to have. And I've actually been using it every day, and I'm like, that's cool. So you track every single day, not just when you're on your period. You track every day. So like like today I was like 6 to 9 hours of sleep. Anyway, I just think it's a really cool tool, and I think it's just really important to learn more about your body and stuff. So I highly recommend it. Now back to music. I was talking about Spotify. I'm going to tell you about a few of my favorite bands this month. One of the bands actually has been one of my favorites for a really long time, but I don't think I've ever actually talked about them. It's The Ready Set. Actually 2 bands. He's actually in 2 bands. So he's in The Ready Set, which I think is just him. And then he's in a new band, or not new, he's in a band called Neko Cat, and they've been recently putting out some new music, and they're putting out new music in September at some point. They're putting out some new songs. I've recently more gotten into them, but I've been into The Ready Set for a while. Anyway, really like his music. Like I said, he's in Neko Cat, he's in with other people as well, so they're awesome. Yeah, it's so good. It's legitimately like my favorite music right now is listening to The Ready Set and Neko Cat, because it's just so good. His voice is so good. I just love that music so much. And like I said, Neko Cat is putting out more music in September, some new music, which I'm super excited about. They put out 2 songs fairly recently. They put out Haunted and Bella Goodbye, and they're both super good. And then as far as The Ready Set, some songs I've been loving are Fire in the Sky, that's a really good one, Bleeding, Bitter in the Sweetness, just pretty much any of them just are gonna be good. So if you're interested, I would highly recommend checking out both of those bands. Another band that I have been loving, and I actually met because my friend is in a band called Foxlin. I don't know if I talked about them before. I feel like I have, but anyway, they were playing. I went to see them, and they were playing with another band was gonna play as well that I hadn't heard of before. So I went to see my friend's band, Foxlin, which is great. So also one of my favorites, but I think I've talked about them before. I don't know. But the other band that was playing is called Sleeping Jesus. They're alternative, really cool, funky sound. I love it. This is their first EP. It's got 4 songs on it. They are on Spotify if you want to look them up. Also, Neko Cat and The Ready Set are on Spotify as well. So this is their first EP. I don't know when this came out. But I got this there, and my favorite song is Goddess. It's so good. And they have a new EP coming out called Houseplants on September 1st, actually, I think. I'm not sure when I'm uploading this. It might be the 1st, but so they have a new EP coming out, which is very exciting. This one is called Perennial. It's a really cool cover too. But yeah, so they're a really cool band. They did a little tour around the US, and they stopped in Kansas City, which is really cool. I got to meet them, and they're really cool and chill, so I recommend them as well. Last category is kind of stationery and books, I guess. This is just kind of a random assortment of things. I needed a new planner recently, and I wanted a bigger one, so I had like a pocket kind of size one for last year, and it was okay, but I prefer like a bigger one where I can write out. I have more space to write and stuff like that. And so I went to Barnes & Noble and I saw this, and of course I had to get it. It's got cactus and succulents all over it. It's adorable. Oh, I love it. And the size is perfect. So the layout, it's got like the week in squares on the pages. It doesn't have like a full month layout, but I tend to use just the day-to-day, like the week-to-week layouts more anyway. So I really like the layout. Each page, I haven't done this, but I think there's little perforated bits on the corners, and I think you can like tear those off so that so you don't lose your place, you can just tear those off, and then you know what I mean? You tear them off and then you'll be able to flip to the page you're at. I haven't torn any off just because I'm just using a paper clip, which is actually a cactus that I got from Target because I thought it just went with the planner, and this was $10 at Barnes & Noble, which is pretty good because some planners can get pretty expensive, and I wanted just I wanted a decent planner, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money. So $10 for this, and it goes through December of 2018. So it'll get me through next December, which I'm pretty happy with. And the last favorite for this month is, well, actually I read this a couple months ago, but I just wanted to include it because I really, really liked it. So it's called Paying Parties Work, Sylvia Plath in New York, Summer 1953, written by Elizabeth Winder. So it's about Sylvia Plath in New York in summer of 1953. I read The Bell Jar when I was taking a literature class in college, and I really, really liked it. So I thought this would be an interesting read. Because it's about talking about when she spent the summer in New York. She was working for it was like an internship sort of with a fashion magazine. Now I don't remember if, was it Vogue? I feel like no, it wasn't Vogue, I don't think. Mademoiselle. Yeah, Mademoiselle, guest editor. So it was a bunch of young women got to be guest editors for this fashion magazine, and they got to go to parties and things like that. And so this just kind of tells more about her, not necessarily about her depression so much as just other aspects of her life. I like that it focuses on other things because we know the story of, you know, her depression and stuff through The Bell Jar. But this tells about like her normal, you know, dating, fashion, things like that. And it's just really interesting. And I actually recently bought The Bell Jar because I want to reread that. And of course, I love fashion and things like that anyway, so it was very interesting for me, and I just really like it. So I highly recommend this if you are interested. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a while since I've done a monthly favorites, like I said, and it's kind of all over the place. So I hope you guys liked it. I hope you found hope I was able to recommend some things for you. Let me know in the comments what you like, what you've been loving this month. Maybe I'll find something new that I will love for this month. And it is September, fall approaching, so if you have any fall video ideas you want me to film, leave a comment down below or hit me up on my social media, all linked in the description box, and I'll leave links for anything that I can in the description box as well. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!